Welcome to the Virginia ECC Vendor Web Portal, Module 2, Authorizations and Attendance Transactions. During this module, we will explore the Vendor Authorizations Report and the Attendance Transactions Report. The Vendor Portal can be accessed through the VA ECC link on the Virginia Department of Social Services Child Care Assistance page or directly at the web address shown here. For more information on how to log in, please review Module 1, VA ECC Basics. When logged into the Vendor Portal, you can view only the vendor-related information associated with your user ID. The Vendor Profile screen displays your vendor profile. It is often referred to as the home screen. This screen contains general demographic information about your facility, such as facility name, address, and phone number. If you believe something on this screen is incorrect, contact your local Department of Social Services office. Now let's click the Authorizations button to open the Vendor Authorizations Report. The Vendor Authorizations Report screen displays a list of children authorized at your facility. The list is displayed by case number and child name. When you click on the child name link, you will be taken to the authorization profile for that child. Now we see the authorization profile screen, which shows the authorization details for a particular child. The top portion of the screen displays known demographic information for the child, such as name, address, and date of birth. The child number is also located on this screen. This may be helpful if you have a parent at the counter who has forgotten their child's number at the time they are recording attendance. The bottom portion of the screen contains the details of the authorization. Remember, it is possible for a child to have more than one authorization record showing here. Old authorizations will be displayed and marked with the status of discontinued. Selecting the authorization number allows you to expand or close the entry. This is the expanded authorization profile screen. The authorization segments will display the start date, end date, and status of the authorization. Clicking the Transaction button opens the Authorization Transaction Search screen. Here we see that the top section remains the same, and a new search section is displayed at the bottom of the screen. This is the Authorization Transaction Search screen. This screen allows you to search for attendance transactions within a specified time period. Upon initial entry, all attendance transactions recorded for the current date display automatically. To execute a search, enter the date range you would like in the start date and end date fields. For example, if you would like to retrieve a report of all transactions in the month of November, you would enter 11/1/2013 in the start date field and 11/30/2013 in the end date field. Then click the Search button. Once you have viewed all your search results, clicking the Reset button will clear all the information entered and reset the search screen to accept new dates. Now let's go back to the Vendor Profile screen by clicking on your vendor name. Let's look at the Vendor Transaction Report screen by clicking the Transaction button. This screen displays all the transactions that have occurred at your facility. Enter your date range and click Search. The transactions are listed by date and time of transaction, case number, child name, and client ID. Any of these columns can be sorted by clicking in the blue header area. The transaction type field shows the type of activity on the card, such as check-in, check-out, previous check-in or previous check-out, or store and forward check-in, store and forward check-out, which occurred while the device was in store and forward mode. The response column notes whether the attendance transaction was approved or denied and provides a denial reason. As a reminder, the results of this report can be exported to a CSV file or an Excel file so that you can use the data for attendance tracking. Now that you have an understanding on how to view your authorizations and attendance transactions, be sure to check out Module 3 to learn more about payment reports and payment details. If you have a question about payments or attendance, call the VDSS Help Desk at 1-855-635-4370. If you have a problem with your POS device or vendor portal login, call the Xerox Vendor Help Desk at 1-877-918-2776.